a podcast where you don't need an invite to join the conversation. Welcome to Add Me to the Group Chat. Hi, you guys. Welcome to Add Me to the Group Chat. We're so excited that you're here. It is me and Alan, and then we're going to have Maddox and Cruze on. Maddox is our oldest, Cruze our youngest. So just, buckle up for the adventure, but subscribe if you're brand new here. Hit the follow or the subscribe no matter what platform that you are tuning in from. It makes the biggest difference. Like the podcast, share it with a bestie. I will say, even though our kids are on this episode and this is very family friendly for this episode, I like to give a disclaimer. Not every episode is, because I like to drop any tea and you never know what tea that might be. So our podcast is not necessarily for your whole family, but it is adult ears. Alan's face. That is true. You just never know what's going to be said, and I can't be worried about that. If you're listening to the pod and your whole family's driving with you,
it's not that serious.
It's just not that serious. This is a great episode. Thank you guys so much for always being here. And again, add me to the group chat. Let's get into it. Hi, you guys. Okay, it is add me to the group chat. We have oh my God. We have decided to record with an 11 and a 9-year-old, and they think it's so funny. What's wrong? What is happening? What is it? Oh, you just hit the table.
It's so funny. It's you. It's your talking. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not normal.
Hey, what's up? That's not normal. It's not. It makes me
I'm
laugh
trying
so
to be
much.
professional. I don't know. Do y'all want me? I'm not.
Let's go. Okay.
I'm not their mother. I am your mother.
Start
Okay,
talking.
let's start. Today's podcast is about is about Hawaii, you guys. Alan and I are going to sit down and we wanted to talk about what we did, where we went.
I
Okay.
can't do this.
I'm just going to get into talking to the kids. Maddox, if you hit the table one more time, I'll have to scratch the audio. Stop touching
Give me
that.
those headphones.
Now
I need
you're
to
acting
wear
like your father because he touches everything.
I need to wear those headphones.
No, you don't. Okay, let's get into it. And the boys are not going to join us for the whole episode. They'll probably be here for a little bit. And then Alan and I will. We really want this to be something that when you are planning a trip to go to Hawaii, we're just talking about our experience. You can make your own experience, but we want to tell you what we did, why we did it, pros and cons, things like that, restaurants, food places, sights to see, fun things like that. We had some very helpful insight before going. So, Maddox and Cruze, you can chat with us about your favorite things about Hawaii. You know what? First, let's talk about this. When Mommy and Daddy told you that we were going to go to Hawaii, what did you think?
It's going to be crazy.
It's what?
It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think,
Well,
Maddox?
We were going to go last year, but then we went this year, so I thought it was going to be that year, and I was preparing for it, and then I was like, don't.
Yeah.
And then we went the next year. I thought you were joking.
You thought it was a joke?
Yep.
No, we were so serious. Yeah, we did plan to go the year before, but things happened. So, all right, tell us about your favorite part of the trip. And I know there's a lot of favorites, but maybe just talk to us about your experience and
Okay.
You go first.
yeah, the highlights.
Okay. Surfing was my favorite part.
No.
And boogie boarding. No. Surfing wasn't my favorite part. Boogie boarding on your knees and getting flipped by the waves was my favorite part. The pool and the ocean and
The pool in the ocean.
the resort. And the M floor and all the snacks and stuff.
Nice. So let's talk a
And
little bit. You said boogie board and pool, and you said the beach, the ocean. So what was different about Hawaii's ocean compared to the ocean that we have here on North Carolina coast?
It's way clear.
Yeah.
Like you could literally
Put your face in the mic, bud.
Like you could literally see the
You could see the ocean from Hawaii.
It's so clear you can literally see the ocean. No, really, what was different about it to you?
Like you can see like the bottom. Is that what you're meaning?
Yeah. From the airplane.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Seeing
yeah.
it from the sky.
Like you can see the bottom of you can see the sand from the airplane. It was so clear.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was pretty sick.
It was
it warm or cold?
warm and cold. Sometimes it was cold, sometimes it was warm. And I don't know how we didn't see a shark when I wanted to see a shark.
You remember that guy said he's lived there his whole life and he's only seen a shark like 10 times. Yeah. So now boogie boarding. So tell people what that is. They may not know what boogie boarding is. Put your face in the mic, baby.
There's a boogie board, and then it's like a sled, and you run, and then you jump on it, and then you slide on the wet sand, and then the wet sand sucks in, and you get sucked in.
Put your mouth.
And then the wave builds up, gets big, and then you catch the wave, and you do like a whole backflip.
Are you going towards the ocean or away from the ocean?
Towards the ocean.
Yeah.
Like
That was cool.
Yeah, like
Sucked out, I mean, not sucked in.
Yeah. Who helped you boogie board?
This random person who works there who looked like a teenager.
Yeah. He probably was a teenager. He was like an older teen.
Yeah.
He said that he was on his lunch break and him and his buddy went out there and they liked to boogie board. Wasn't that fun?
Yeah, the first time I did it, I face planted in the sand like an inch deep.
Yeah, you really did. I like that you like that. So tell me, you said not surfing. Can you give us a little highlight on surfing?
So my thing came unstrapped. I pulled the board back in, and then the person had to tie it, and then I went out all by myself. And this pitcher lady, my dad didn't do surfing, but my Maddox and my mom were already out there with the other guy, and I was out there alone. And then I was in the surf zone. The surfboard ran at me, and I got flipped by that wave. And there was
Somebody else surfing
Yeah,
hit you with their board because you were in the way.
yeah, I was in the way. And then I got flipped by waves 2 more times, and I hated it. And then I paddled over to the safe zone, and then I was with my mom, and then we got flipped, and there was a huge wreck. And then he said, jump this wave, and my brother, over there, but where the big waves are, they said dive, and they didn't teach us how to dive, and he got flipped by that wave, and my mom, and so this guy said surf in, and then he just threw me on the board. He gave me a push, and I started riding the wave, and then Maddox rode the wave in, and then a couple minutes later, my mom rode the wave in. They were like, stand up, stand up, stand up. And then my mom hopped on her knees. She was surfing in. And then the funniest part, they said jump off at 5 foot. No, they said 10 foot. And no, it was 5 or 10.
Before it got to the
Yeah.
sand.
And then, so my mom did, she rode all the way in, and she, one leg off, she, rolled in the sand. She got flipped in the sand.
Like a dead fish.
Yeah, she was flopping around.
It really was. Yeah. Well, surfing, Dad and I will tell the whole story soon, but it was very
Insane.
traumatic for all of us. I would say.
Traumatic.
Dad.
Yeah, it really, y'all got to stop touching the cords. It was because we all have a different take on it, but none of us would do it again. We have to start putting some time into ourselves, especially as a busy woman and a mom. We honestly don't put too much time into ourselves. As someone that's experienced burnout many times and also frustration in life and not understanding why am I feeling this way? It really boils down to not putting any energy into myself. My cup is empty. How can I fulfill my cup? And it really comes down to self-care. If that comes with a body mask or face mask, hair treatment, pedicure, or even just a little, relaxation, 30-minute TV time, whatever it looks like to you, sometimes we decide to not do it because it takes too much time or it's too expensive to do. I have created an amazing body care line that is affordable and so amazing for you to do at home and not break the bank. So our company is Like Butter, and it is absolutely to die for. Women go crazy over our body butters, over our sugar scrubs, and also our bar soap. Everything's very clean and natural, and it's not made with harsh, toxic ingredients. And it also is helping a small business as a woman entrepreneur. I am so excited that I get to give you a code personally. So thank you for listening to the podcast, but the code is Amber. Use AMBER at checkout at our website, likebutter.com, and that is lykbuttah.com. Go there, shop, enjoy. But listen, I have some exciting news rolling out this fall and winter. We have some new things coming. So make sure you get on our email list, our text list, and we cannot wait to package up your order personally. Love you so much. Let's get back to it.
Yeah.
So we're like, no.
We all would do it again. You would just have a life jacket.
We'd have a life jacket, and it would be
and
lessons.
Maddox.
Like personal lessons. Yeah, not group.
You mean private?
And smaller
Private,
waves.
yeah.
Smaller waves.
Well,
Well,
you
we-
like the waves.
I like the waves.
Yeah, y'all surfed on them coming back
Yeah,
in.
I got flipped by 6.
Yeah. It
Well, that's
was,
because I think you paddled out on the wrong side. But you learned.
They said right, not left.
No, you went left, not right.
Wait,
You went to the left of where they said to go. But it was fine. You made it out there.
but I got flipped.
Yeah.
what was the favorite part of like food in Hawaii that you experienced?
Food.
Food trucks.
Remember what they called the ice cream? What was it called?
Don't hit the table, please.
Whip.
Oh yeah, I don't remember what they call it. Whip what?
Whip.
Oh, it's just a whip.
Yeah, but it had different flavors.
Oh,
What'd you say?
yeah. Cruze loved the shirt. Oh, the donuts were good.
Oh
Y'all
yeah,
like the
those donuts.
What were those called?
I don't remember.
It was a memorable trip then.
I just don't remember the name of the foods, but it's a Hawaiian donut. It's not a typical like Americanized donut. It was theirs.
They only have one type of donut.
yeah.
One type of donut in their whole country.
Well, they have several people making donuts over there, but this is their culture of donut.
Yeah,
And it's
just
more
this-
of like a dough ball that's like a donut
like it's
form, no
dough
hole,
with like cinnamon on top
and sugar on top.
and sugar, and then
It's really fluffy.
yeah, and then they put it in these boxes.
Yeah, it was really good.
And you eat it.
Malasadas.
What?
Matasadas.
There you go.
Matasadas?
Matasadas.
L.
Malasada.
Malasadas.
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 They were really good.
Malasadas.
Yeah.
So, we had a great trip. So, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Now, okay, so Cruze, and then we'll ask Maddox the same questions from the travel experience, leaving the house to arriving there. It was a long time for a 9-year-old. So, how did you feel about the whole travel?
I liked flying at 1 o'clock, first class, and I liked walking in the airport, sitting on the suitcases
Oh, yeah.
for a couple seconds.
Y'all try to roll on them, and we're
Yeah.
like, stop, because you're going to break them.
But they're new. They're easy to roll on.
Yeah, and we don't want to break them.
But just a wheels broke.
Yeah.
Dad can carry them like he used to do.
No, y'all be carrying them, not me.
So, we were up for over 27 hours.
27.
We were up. We were. Because by the time we got there, and
a
then
little bit more. more than 27
I think it was right at
hours.
27 hours
Because
that we had not slept.
We left in the afternoon and we did not sleep past 1 o'clock.
No.
I was coming home.
That was
Yeah,
coming
no.
home.
So 27 hours being up from the time we left the house to arriving and went to bed. So did you feel exhausted? Did you feel just like excited?
I was excited.
You gotta stop hitting the table.
Yeah, you're hitting the tape. Y'all are making a lot of racket. You were excited?
Yeah.
So do you want to go back?
Yes. And this guy said guavas.
Guavas.
He let us try them. Me and my brother didn't like them. My mom ate the whole thing, and he told us about this. Like there was like this island with like too much deer, and they pay people to hunt them. In Hawaii.
Oh yeah, y'all should go back and do that. Make it a hunting trip.
Oh yeah.
We did talk about how we want to live there. Oof, we'll have to talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now Maddox.
We're starting to move out right now.
Oh my gosh, why are you in the mic like that? If y'all mess up the audio,
I don't know.
I can't use
It'll be
it.
fine.
Stop
It'll be fine. It's a 9-year-old and 11-year-old.
It's a lie.
It's a 9-year-old and 11-year-old.
My stress level is at a 10.
It's supposed to be like it's supposed to be a funny video, like a 9-year-old and 11-year-old are talking. It's supposed to be a funny video. So, like that's the thing.
No, we're talking to your brother now.
We're talking to my brother.
Oh.
It's your turn to be quiet.
Okay, yeah. Shh.
Okay.
All right, Maddox. So, what was your favorite part of everything that you did on
I have
our trip?
something to say. We are going to try the Bahamas before we move to Hawaii.
Oh. Yeah, we need to go to the Bahamas. We did talk
Yeah.
about that. Maddox likes to get on Google Earth, and he likes to see all the places that we should go visit next.
I saw some cool waters at Bahamas, like the one beach.
Well, this is not about the Bahamas. Let's just scratch the Bahamas. Let's talk about Hawaii.
Okay.
So what was your favorite part and your favorite like experience that you did?
Probably my favorite part
Yeah.
was the road to Hana and
Oh.
jumping down the Twin Falls. That was awesome.
That was really cool.
And
Y'all had to... Okay, Pops, you do not need to clear your throat every Tuesday. Oh.
You can turn his mic off. It's pretty easy to fix the problem.
Who, Cruze's mic?
Yeah.
Why?
It's
Don't.
this right here.
I need to talk. I need to.
No, I'm going to turn yours off.
Oh.
No, you can't interrupt him. He didn't interrupt you.
But I need
Have
to
manners. Okay. So, Twin Falls. So, we did the road to Hana. That was in Maui. So, we went to Oahu and then we went to Maui. So, that was in Maui. And you had to actually climb up the rock. Go for it.
I know.
Tell us.
To jump off a waterfall, you have to climb up rocks.
Okay, tell us everything else.
Okay. My second favorite part was Disney Resort.
Yes.
Well, really, my first favorite part was walking into the, what's that resort called?
The Westin?
Westin Alani Resort.
No. No, it was the Alani Resort.
The Alani Resort.
The
okay.
Alani Disney Resort.
No, not the Disney. The other one.
So that was the
Maui.
Westin.
Yeah, the Westin. That one was the best. That one was my favorite, in my opinion, in higher tech stuff.
Yeah.
If you want modern stuff, go to the Westin. If you don't, go to the Disney.
Yeah. And they were on two different islands.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's part. There is a lot of homeless there.
Yeah, there was in Oahu that we saw.
Yeah, there's like beaches full, but
Yeah, that was
I guess
sad.
that's just how the lifestyle. Well, it's just such a smaller island.
Yeah.
We realized Oahu is not the main island,
Yeah, we did.
and when we were in Maui,
Is when we noticed.
so yeah, because they said, didn't you tell somebody? Yeah, we were just in the main island. And they
Yeah.
said some other name, and you're like,
Oh, that's not where we were. Yeah.
no. Yeah, that was funny. Surf lessons was my least favorite part.
Yeah, it was. Tell us why.
I only have one word or two words. Don't do it.
Yeah. It was crazy. We'll tell Dad and I will talk about that experience, but
I mean 3.
Don't do it. Yeah, that was 3 words. Okay, other favorite things. Talk about like any food that you love, the travel experience. For an 11-year-old, tell us all the things.
Do the food trucks. There are so many wild chickens running around there. It's awesome. And at the rocks, when the waves aren't rough, you want to go out there, and then it's perfect. Like, you can walk all in that stuff. There's tiny fish in there and crabs, everything.
Those crabs were crazy because they were coming out of every single hole of those rocks.
Yeah, it was scary.
And the turtles.
Oh, yeah, there was a big crab, like that big,
Yeah.
that I came across, and Cruze said, oh, yeah, it's right there. I stepped to the wrong spot, opposite spot. They said not to go, and that was the spot.
That was crazy. We saw some really good beaches.
Yeah.
So at the food trucks.
Ooh, my favorite beach was the Surfer Beach. I forgot the name of that one.
Oh, that was
It was in Oahu.
that was the pipe. That was the North
pipeline.
Shore, and it was the pipeline.
North Shore, and that was the pipeline. And I also like the beach, but don't go inside the water. Please don't. It is
Where?
really rough. That one beach that had that tiny water thing going, oh crap, going out like that, and then it went in on the other side of the beach, and it was like a tiny island on the beach.
Oh, that was
I like that.
the hot spring area. That was.
No,
Is that
like
what you're talking about?
Like like the beach that went like this, and then the water was right there, and it came out of the water, and it did that. Now we were throwing the sticks in, and it was going back into the water, back out.
Oh yeah, I
That
don't
was an
remember what
awesome.
that was.
I
That
like
was
that.
really cool.
But it was an awesome beach. You
Where
should
was
find
that?
it.
Don't touch. When we stopped at one of the beaches, and it was just us, but it made like little pools in the beach. And the boys, like the driftwood type stuff, would come up or whatever that you call it, those sticks.
Was I there that day? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes.
And what do we
The
call
Black
it?
Sand Beach.
No, we had to keep
I
moving
did not
our
like that Black
stuff.
Sand Beach. No, I did not like it.
We're still talking about your other stuff.
We had to keep moving our bags
What's your
because the
hand, buddy?
water kept coming up.
Like you ran after the
I have a
towel.
video of it. I can
You
look
ran
up
after
where it
the
was.
towel.
Yokohama.
Yes, Yokohama Bay.
Yokohama Bay. That was a really cool
that
spot.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was really cool. That was in Maui.
Yeah.
I think so.
I feel like Maui is a nicer place than Oahu, in my opinion. I feel like it's more together than Oahu, like built up on built up
Oh.
in Oahu.
Yeah, I feel the opposite. But, everybody has their own opinions. Yeah. What would you go back?
Oahu had Yokohama, not Maui.
Oh.
Oh,
was
Oahu
the
had
first
you.
one. That's where we drove all the way down the west side as far as you can go. That's when you saw the Samoan butt.
Oh.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
That's Yokohama Bay.
Yeah, because we drove all the way up until you couldn't drive anymore. We drove both islands. Yeah, we did see a Samoan man, and he was walking, and we passed him, and then he got up to where we were, and I was like, can I ask him? And they were like, no. And I was like, I'm asking. I was like, can my kids take a picture with you? And they did. He was very nice, but I don't remember what his reasoning for walking was.
And my mom took a picture of his big old butt.
Yeah, he walked away, and I was like, I got a picture of the backside. I was like, this man is serious. It was cool.
And
Just to see.
He had Vipers on. It did not match.
Don't touch your mic like that. I'm sure he wasn't worried about anything Don't touch your mic like that, please. Worried about anything matching, but that was really funny. That was a cool beach day.
Yep.
So you would go back?
I would go back to Maui.
Yeah.
Not Oahu.
Yeah.
Oahu was the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oahu was where all the beaches were. Maui
Yeah.
were not beaches.
But I liked Maui.
Whatever the beach is, just not.
I liked Maui better.
You can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I mean, you're talking without your mic.
Can I have the headphones,
No.
please?
I think tell us. I think Maddox just you like bougie stuff too. So you like the Westin. I think that's why you love Maui so much. Maui is very nice though.
And Maui looked nicer. And there's a lot of nicer seafood. And it was slower. That's what the guy said.
Yeah, he's like, you go slow or you go slower. That's it. Yeah. And we went to the market.
They said Maui was the most expensive island too, so.
They really did, yeah.
And it
Tell-
was.
What did you think about your travel experience going and coming? Because it was such a long travel. Any words? He's just
First
blinking.
class was better than all of
Mike.
the classes.
Mike.
First class was better than all of the classes.
Yeah. Definitely more leg space. We were able to sleep.
And you can roll your seat back, and there's, like, huge tables. Like, big, big tables.
Yeah, it was really nice. We really
awesome.
liked it. All right, well,
Why are you staring at me?
Because you're talking. Maddox is uncomfortable. He's like, what's happening? It was a really good trip. We all talked about, like, how much we would love to live there. And that's how much we loved it. But for an 11 and 9-year-old, I think it was very memorable and really cool. Anything else y'all want to say about Hawaii?
So there's this rock which you can't take curl, and if you take it, the airport would catch you, and you would get your passport taken, and you had to stay there.
I don't know if they'll take your passport, but they'll definitely take the coral. And it's like against Hawaiian culture. Do not take their coral.
Yeah, you might have to stay there.
Why did we want to go to Hawaii? I want to do this podcast for one, and this recording I did create a very long film video. It's not this high quality movie production, but it's just a family film of our trip, and I just put all of the highlights. Me and Alan and the kids will really appreciate it, looking back on it later, and it's just cool to be able to really remember what we did, to see it, because there were so many things that even watching it, the boys were like, oh, I forgot we did that, and it was kind of neat. But we did a lot. We went for 2 weeks, which our 2 weeks were 10 days. So we did 5 and 5. And the travel and everything, we really put that in account of like, that's going to be a wash day, So it was. So we had time at each place, which was really nice. But the reason we wanted to go to Hawaii is because it's something I've always wanted to do. I brought it up years ago to Alan. I was like, I always want to go to Hawaii. We should save up. We should do all these things and go to Hawaii. And then we had children, and it was like, well, I want to go and take my kids. Like, I just didn't want to not have the kids. Because I felt as an adult, if I wanted to go so bad, even as a child, why would I go somewhere so amazing and not have my kids with me? I just don't think that's logical. Like, for me, I couldn't wrap my head around it. So I was like, no, the kids have to go. Alan was like, well, we need to wait because it's going to cost a lot of money to go. And so we kept putting it off, and we did other things that were more like a priority. So we finally put some money aside and just made the decision that we're going to go, and we made it happen. So you really have to just make up your mind. The budget for the trip, I don't have to give like detailed finance like numbers because I think everybody's experience going is going to be different. You're going to be like staying at different resorts. You're going to be flying different airlines. You're going to be doing a lot of different things. But I would definitely say you need to budget out enough and not feel like you're going and you can't do something because you're limited. I think that would be really hard. So we decided to stay at a resort instead of a house because our travel agent suggested that would probably be more ideal with it being your first time going. We also did, bringing up a travel agent, we used a woman named Tamika, and I will put everything in the show notes, like her contact, her email. I've had a couple people already ask me for it, so I've sent it to you guys. I'm going to do like a Google review and like make a video about our trip and tag her and do all the things. But Sunny Traveler, I'll put her Instagram. She made it really smooth, and that was lovely. So that's a little bit of like just the thought process before we went. But going, I want Alan to kind of weigh in on as a man, because as a woman, I'm looking at like the emotional type stuff. I'm like, this is going to be fun. Let's do this and these experiences. So I was like, this is kind of what we want to experience when we're there. I wanted to experience the culture. I wanted to see the island. I wanted to do something there that was very memorable, that like, this is what they do here. So what would that be? So it was like fill in the blank like that. So we talked to our travel advisor about it, and then we kind of backtracked a lot because it was like, okay, if we get too busy while we're there, we're actually not going to have time to just do things that we see while we're there. So I'll tell you that. And then Alan, anyways, now just talk about like before even getting there, any of that as a man, the husband, all that.
What do you mean? You're going to have to ask me specific questions. You know I'm not going to go on
just preparing for the trip. Like how many times we talked to the travel agent. Why did we book certain flights that we booked? What were you thinking about the time frame of like when we leave to getting there to traveling back? Like the states that we wanted to do a layover in versus like that type of thing. I think that's really important because sometimes you're like, oh yeah, just get there. But this podcast is a podcast for a reason, is to just like give you a little bit more insight on our logic behind it. Listen, and we're from North Carolina. We have traveled to other countries. Like we have done things like that, but like with our kids, no, we haven't. This is not another country, but I mean, this is a very far away trip. We knew it was going to be a 12-hour travel day with the time that, even though you're not in a plane that long, but the travel day. So just a little bit about that.
No, just when we left. I mean, it was just eating.
Well, okay. Do you like that we had a travel agent?
Yes.
Okay.
But they didn't book the flights.
She could have. We decided to do it.
Yeah, she told us to do it and just
fill
it in.
We had points on our credit card, even though we couldn't even use points, to be honest. Like it ended up being like we couldn't use our points. So we used those for, I don't even know if we used them for our trip at all. I don't even think we used them for our trip at all. We couldn't or something. But so we ended up saying like, oh, we can use our points. We can do this. So she was going to accommodate the flights and help us with that. But Alan was like, I'm just going to do it because I think I can use my card and do certain things. So we did the flights. But having her work out the accommodations for everything else, did that take some stress off of you? Or do you feel like what?
No, I mean, I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, it's a lot of details. Yeah.
I'm just not I don't know.
What?
I don't know what you're trying to ask me on that. I mean, I wasn't stressed about it anyways.
Well, I feel like sometimes when you go places, you're like, I don't know all these things. So if somebody else can do it, they can do it. And she just knew if she booked the hotel, she knew what to ask. She just kind of like, this is what she does, Yeah. So it made it a lot easier.
Well, it helped at the second one.
Yeah.
I mean, Disney was kind of is what it is.
No, yeah, for sure.
But the other one was, I don't know, what was it, the Westin?
Yeah, the Westin. We had some extra perks because she was able to work some things out. And she kind of knows, like, well, if you wait till this day, this is the best time to do it. I can call them and I can do this. Use a travel agent.
Well, we had booked before. Mm-hmm. We had booked it the year before and ended up having to move it. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah. Yep. And we pushed it out. We just had things happen that we were just like, we can't go, which is fine. And she worked with us on that. And we had to make a deposit for the hotels. Mm-hmm. That was something up front you had to do. The remaining balance was due the week we went.
It was due when we checked out.
Right. But it was like.
That was it.
I think something was going to be charged that week, I thought.
Mm-hmm. It was all when we checked out.
When we checked out.
They ran the fine.
Okay. So we got charged way in advance to book the hotel. And then
just
I think
for one night. You had to pay for one night.
Yeah, and I think we got charged for something. So we had to pay some stuff up front, not full. And then the excursions, like we were looking at snorkeling, we looked at dinner on a boat, we looked at someone driving us on the road to Hana. We looked at the Jurassic World thing. Oh my goodness. We looked at surf lessons. We looked at something with the turtles. Like we just looked at a lot. We looked at a photographer taking our pictures while we were there. These were the extra expenses on top of like the resort. Mm-hmm. So we ended up not doing as much. So we decided for the days that we were there, we're going to have one day of excursions and the rest will just be fun things that we want to do. And the hotel accommodated some of those things that we wanted to do. So we were like, why would we do it somewhere else? So if you are staying at a resort, see what the resort offers and utilize what they offer there. So like snorkeling, we snorkeled at the Alani Resort. which was really amazing.
Yeah, in their fish tank.
Yeah, in their fish tank, they had it, but it got us the experience. We decided dinner on a boat was not good for our family because there's no way you can get off the boat. And if you get sick and like, we're like, that's not really probably a great idea. And we decided we were not going to do the road to Hana. We said, no, we're not going to do that because we don't want to take a whole day driving with another family.
In the van, yeah.
In a van. So we were like, we're not going to do it. Maybe we won't do it at all. And so we decided in Oahu that we were going to only do one excursion. And that was Jurassic Park. So we did the Jurassic Park. And we booked a van bus or something like that. You could do bike riding, horseback riding, ATV, different things on the property. You could even do zip lining, and we booked one. So if you book one, it takes a few hours, and we actually booked like the bus ride type thing. And the more we looked at it, we thought, let's do the ATV. We have a side-by-side here. We enjoy that. Then we knew it would just be our family. And so we were like, let's do that. That was the best decision for us as a family to do. And we had a driver, and he was young, and he was really cool because he told us so much stuff. We asked a lot of questions, but he also told us a lot of stories, and it made us just feel like, oh my gosh, like it just is really cool. It's like getting to know where you're at on a different level from someone that has lived there their whole life. Mm-hmm. And he gave us really cool recommendations. So I feel like I'm kind of going on a tangent about some of that stuff, but that just came up because of the travel agent, but we'll get back to that. So before we even went, I don't know, I guess a lot of things were kind of set in stone, and Tamika got us a whole checklist. So we had several Zoom calls, we had follow-up phone calls, and then it was like, I'm going to send you a final email of everything drafted out. Let's make sure everything's good. Then she's like, the week before you leave, I'll physically mail you and email you a printout so you have that for your trip. And it'll have like QR codes and everything's organized. So she accommodated rental car, excursions, hotel, things, and any reservations that we needed to have. And then in her list, she had food places, things to see. She kind of had that listed out too, which was nice because it's like, oh my gosh, I forgot about this. And then you could write in it or whatever. So we had that, and we book our flights. Tell us about booking the flights and why you booked them the way you did, because you did that and you worked it out.
I just booked them because our stops.
Yeah. Tell us.
When we had to eat.
Tell us. Talk. Hello, honey.
So we went to Phoenix.
Mm-hmm. We live in Charlotte.
Because it was a 4.5 hour flight. Mm-hmm. And then we stopped. And then the next one was 6.5. Mm-hmm. But we were able to bump the second part to first class. I know we waited till the last minute to book them or to bump them up.
Yeah.
And we were able to get them pretty cheap. Mm-hmm. So then we did that. I just didn't want to stop in California. I wish it would break off, but but we had to stop in California on the way back.
Yeah. When we're in Oahu, you ended up booking us from, because we island hopped. We did Oahu, then Maui.
Yeah, I messed up on that one.
So tell us about that flight. Just tell us all the things about a flight. Just talk like we're having a conversation. Open up.
Well, that's what I do.
With a mic in your face and headphones on.
Mm-hmm. When you book a trip, typically, all I've ever done is round trip because we don't go to more than one place. But I should have booked one way to Oahu, one way to Maui, and then Maui to back home. That's what we should have done. But we wasted a flight from Maui back to Oahu and then come back home. But it was fun. If we wouldn't have done that, we would have never experienced sitting on the plane for an hour waiting for the jetway to get close.
Yeah.
And then running with our bags.
Yeah.
To our next flight. Mm-hmm. Outside. And going back through security.
Yeah.
It's good memories.
Good memories. Mm-hmm. All right. Things that we would do different about the flights. Is there anything you would do different?
I would fly first class.
The whole time?
The whole time.
Okay.
It's worth it.
It is.
I wouldn't book it first because they were stupid. It was literally... It was 4 times the cost originally. What are you pointing at?
Get closer to the mic. It was 4 times.
It was 4 times the cost originally, yes.
But you would book first class the whole trip.
Yeah, but I would wait and do it.
But then sometimes you can't bump it up.
It's risky.
It is risky.
But
If you don't want to risk it, then don't do that. But we risked it.
yeah, but that would have been more than our whole entire trip.
Yeah.
It's stupid. But yes,
Yeah.
if you can,
Last minute.
it's worth it. Or
Bump
at
it.
least one leg. It was the second leg on the way there, and the red eye on the way back.
Would you do a red eye again?
It was fine. It wasn't a red eye to us. It was a red eye to leaving LAX to Charlotte. But we were still, technically when we landed in Charlotte, it was
7. It was 9 o'clock.
It was 2 o'clock our time, what we were feeling. Because we were still on
Hawaii time.
Hawaii time.
But we still flew at night.
Yes.
We saw the sunrise, the sunset, and the sunrise all in the same flight.
No.
We did, Alan.
We didn't see the sun rise because we were already up. We saw the sun up when we left Hawaii.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, we saw it that morning, the sunrise, and we were literally getting on a flight.
Yes, not on a plane, but yes.
Yes, and then sunset, sunrise. Yeah.
Yeah, sunset and
Rise on the
when we
plane.
landed in
Yeah,
LAX.
that was crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so to give you a little clarity, I'm not sure if that was clear. We live in North Carolina in Charlotte. We flew from Charlotte to Phoenix, 4 hours. From Phoenix to Oahu, 6.5 hours. Then we stayed there. Then we took a Hawaiian flight to Oahu to Maui. We stayed there. Then what we should not have done is what I'm about to tell you. Then we went from Maui back to Oahu, and then from Oahu to LAX.
Yes.
What we should have done was Maui to LAX.
What we should have done was Maui to Dallas.
Whichever, gotten us back to the mainland, and then back to Charlotte.
Because Maui to Dallas was one of them monster
Planes.
airplanes
Yeah.
with business class and first class.
Yeah. So now that we know that, but we didn't know that going into it, but now that we've been, we know. Also, let's talk about when we got off the flight. Okay, so Alan said take first class the whole time. Now that we've done it, but we did it for
The second
going
leg.
the second flight, the longest, and coming home the longest flight.
It was even coming home.
Yeah. Oh, it was?
Yeah, LAX is almost dead middle. It was like 2 6-hour,
Okay.
5-something hour flights.
Oh, something about first class. Yes, they will serve you, but red eye first class, they will not serve you food.
They only do it during dinner hours of where you're leaving.
Got it. So when we
Or
landed in
lunch or
LAX, our
breakfast.
flight was already delayed 3 hours. Like, it kept getting delayed. But we landed, and I asked one of the girls at the gate, and I said, now I know it's at night, but will y'all still serve us food? And she said, yes, they will serve you food. And I was like, okay, great. So I would have had plenty of time to gotten us a sandwich.
But there was nothing open in LAX.
They had like a little food place. They did. I went over there and got us drinks. We could have gotten like food, and something. But anyways, we got on the plane, and then they made an announcement. She's like, we will not be serving you dinner. We will not be serving you anything. You can have snacks and a drink. And I was like, you're free. My stomach's growling. And I could just, when I'm hungry, I could like cry. I'm like, no, I just want food. No. And I looked at her and I was like, they told me y'all were serving food. This is really devastating. And so she brought us a ton of snacks. It was so sad. Yeah, I mean,
really, we're flying first class. We have
I'm
food.
hungry.
It's not devastating.
We trapped. It was to me. You know what? Your devastation and my devastation at the moment was very different.
Some third world problems.
I was hungry. I wanted something to eat. Anyways, so just know if you're flying like that, a red eye, they will not serve you food. Be prepared. Okay, another thing, flying. I want to share is our bags. Before we get to the trip, our bags. So we packed 4 check bags or 3?
3.
We did 3 large check bags, like the largest suitcases you could get, which are typical for every family. So we did 3 of those.
2 the biggest ones. One was like a medium.
They were? Okay, so 2 really large ones and then like 1 like medium-sized one. Okay, and then we did 3 carry-on, like roll suitcases. What we did with our baggage is we waited at home. I think a lot of families do that. I think that's smart. So you're not sitting there at the check bag place moving all your things around. But we put things in every bag. So we distributed clothing, toiletries, beach things. Like everything was organized, but I think like it wasn't like I had a bag, Maddox had a bag, Cruze had a bag. Everything was kind of like that streamlined, but things were moved around because of weight of what was heavier, shoes, toiletries, things like that. But we made sure that our personal like check bags, they had a day of clothing in a bathing suit, in towel, like whatever we needed. We didn't actually put any toiletries.
Didn't have towels.
I checked towels. Like I think one of those suitcases had towels in it. I didn't do that intentionally like that, but that's just how it went. But if anybody's luggage got lost, we had something to wear when we got there. Or if it was delayed or something. We've never had luggage. Excuse me. We've never had luggage get lost. Like I've never experienced that. Neither has Alan with any of our traveling. So I didn't think it could happen. I was like, I know it can happen. I don't think it's going to happen to us, but
We've had it lost on the way back.
We want to be prepared. I don't remember.
It lost before.
I don't
Coming
know.
home where it really didn't matter, but yes.
Yeah, I don't remember. Okay. So highly recommend that because when you're traveling so far away and you're not just taking a direct flight, you're doing a layover somewhere, it's maybe going to happen. And so just be prepared. Now, so we got there and everybody's bags arrived except for my bag. And in my bag were 100% all of my clothing except for shorts, sports bra, bathing suit, and like a little bathing suit wrap and sandals. So when we got there, I was like, I have something to wear today, but like tomorrow, I guess I could wear the same outfit I have on. Like I had things, but it was like, okay, now my whole trip, like I'm processing everything that I packed to wear this whole time I'm here. And that would be really sad if I couldn't get my bag. But we immediately went, or Alan did, we immediately went on American Airlines. That's who we flew, right? American the whole time?
Yes, because they didn't have a representative there in.
Yep. So we went on the app, we did a claim, and
well, it really helped that the second part of our trip was first class because our bags were tagged priority. So I think that helped out.
Did it?
A tremendous amount, yeah.
Okay. I think that's why I was also surprised that our bag got lost, or my bag got lost, because I'm like.
Well, never even got, when we left Charlotte, it never even went to.
I point to the mic, Alan, because I don't think you realize you can't.
I do, but I'm moving myself. I'm situating
you're
myself.
doing too much. You're doing a lot of movement.
You want to finish solo?
Hey, I did a solo one the other day. I think I did pretty good. Priority.
No, it never even went to Phoenix. It went to your bag from Charlotte, got put on a plane to LAX.
Yeah, it was in LA. Mm-hmm. Never even went to LA. Great. I'm like, well, have fun there.
Well, then it made it.
Okay, so yeah, we did a claim. We got to the hotel that afternoon, like late afternoon, and we're just thinking, oh my gosh. Well, Alan mentally prepares if anybody's bag, this is how he travels. It doesn't matter if we're traveling an hour away and I left something at home or we're going 4 hours. He's like, you can buy whatever you want. You left it.
I didn't say buy whatever you want.
This is like, you can just buy it. You left your...
Well, you panic about
You
things.
left your shoes. You can just buy a new pair. You left your whole wardrobe. You can just buy a new wardrobe. You left your favorite... Like, literally, that is his mentality. Which
Let's go back to the original.
What?
Let's go.
Hang on a second.
No. We
What?
go where? Our first trip ever.
Our honeymoon.
Yes.
Okay, what happened?
Who had a complete breakdown?
At least you knew what you were getting into.
Because your straightener, you thought they stole your straightener out of our suitcase.
Yeah, we had 2 suitcases. I unzipped the part where I put my straightener.
Where she thought.
To confirm. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my gosh, my straightener is not in my suitcase.
Yeah.
I had a meltdown in the airport.
Yeah. It was already bad enough. I was 6 years older. I looked like I had kidnapped a child and was crying in the airport because they didn't have their straightener.
And then Alan unzips the other part of the suitcase of the other luggage. And he's like, is this what you're looking for? And I was like, oh, where did you find it?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, it's fine. We'll have a great time.
Everything's good. I'm like, we can buy another straightener.
But
okay.
like, to me, I'm like, but that's mine. I don't want to buy another one. Like, great, we can buy another one. I don't want to buy another one. So I kept thinking, so he kind of was getting annoyed. The kids were kind of like getting annoyed. Like, oh my gosh, our bags. I was trying to have the best positive attitude. I was like, it is fine. I was trying to really woo-saw myself down. I was like, it's fine. It is really not a big deal that you bought all this stuff for the trip and you have all your outfits planned out and calm. And then I finally have a meltdown. At some point, I think I fussed at y'all, and I was like, I'm the one that lost my bag. Ah!
You fussed at us?
Alan, everybody thinks, shut up. What is your problem?
Yeah, I'm just asking. I don't remember that.
Because I was trying to be so, Alan, it's not funny. I was trying to be really calm about it, but then it like really got to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really don't have my stuff, and if I really don't have my things, I really have to go buy things. Like, this is not okay. I don't like that. I don't want to start over. I want to just have my things. I like my stuff. So anyways, guess what showed up? It was like 7, 8 o'clock, and it was like, your bag is on your way. Like, we could see the tracker coming to the hotel, and it got dropped off. So we had our bag before we went night-night. That was great. And it had my toothbrush. It had like face wash and shampoo and conditioner. So that's what was missing. Like the staples. Hello. For all of us.
But it was all there.
It was all there. It came.
There was.
Oh yeah, we did get to Alani Resort. We did have toothbrushes in our hotel. That was nice.
So everything.
I don't use Allen hotel stuff like that. Stop it.
Would you rather smell like a turd, or would you rather use hotel?
I will use it if that's all I have. Okay. It will mess me up though, so I don't like it. Okay, continue. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's talk about food. Okay, in Oahu.
Open that door. She needs to go in there.
Would we stay in Alani again? Yes. I would stay at the Alani Disney Resort again. But, really? You don't think so?
If
no.
We have kids.
Cruze-lykins, stop talking to that machine and then shut that door, please. I'm just stating, like, was it bad that I don't want to stay there? She doesn't want to go or she would have ran in there. She's okay. We're talking about our cat. The accommodations were great. The customer service was really nice and the food there was excellent and it had pools. If you have kids, if you don't have kids, do not go as adults. Absolutely don't do that. That would be your worst nightmare. Don't, because you're surrounded around children.
I don't think it's...
Yeah, it's like, let's not do that.
I don't think it's your worst nightmare. It's just not...
It's not relaxing if you're trying to just do a couples thing or like a hangout for adults. Well, go let her. She just is being stubborn. Alan's worried about his cat.
I just don't want to have piss on the floor.
I don't think she's not. She's just chilling. Look at her. We have 3 cats inside and our dog, but he's up. See, she doesn't even want to go in there. So, yeah, like let me just tell you, if you and your spouse are trying to go to Oahu and you don't have children, don't stay there. If you have teenagers, I wouldn't really stay there, honestly. If our kids were teens, I wouldn't go there. I would probably find another resort, Because it was really like, it was kid, you know, it was like baby, toddler, our children's age, very heavy. There were teenagers there, but I think it's because they had younger kids with them. That's what I'm stating. When we go back to Oahu, we're going to stay at a house. We definitely want to rent like an Airbnb and stay somewhere like that. And that's going to be really cool. So, and stay at the North Shore.
And that was stupid expensive.
It was really expensive, but I think the more we look and research, I think we'll be able to find a super cool spot. Calm down. We have a couple of years.
Yes. The last one I looked at
Was what?
$34,000
For the week.
for the week.
And it only slept like 3 people.
No, I think it had 6 bedrooms. They were saying if we went with more people, no.
We can find another
I could rent a
location.
whole floor
Of
the
Alani.
for $34,000.
Yeah. So there's that. But everything checked off at Alani. Would we stay again? I say yes because everything was really great. It wasn't like it was horrible and I wouldn't want to stay.
Well, like when you go to a resort and you spend Alani and what was the other one?
In Maui, the Westin was less
the Westin
expensive.
Was a little bit less expensive, but it was all inclusive. Like most of it was 75% of it was.
Don't say that though. I mean, we can say that for us. We got some type of perk with the Westin because of the tower that we stayed in. You have to stay in a certain tower, which we didn't realize, but Tamika, our travel agent, worked it out for us to have the accommodations we did. So we had we had breakfast and dinner covered in our food with credits every day, like $100 credit every day. So it was really awesome.
But everything at Disney was
expensive.
more.
Yeah, it was more.
No, not more, but everything at Disney it cost something.
Yeah, it cost something. Yeah. So, and we were there during the tsunami, and that was really freaky for us. We've never been to the island, and we were like, oh, okay, this is happening. And I think we stayed what's the word I'm looking for?
Revelation.
Revelation.
Relative.
I think we stayed relatively calm during the whole experience until the end. Until I got on the phone with my mom, and I have her on speaker in the car.
Y'all were freaking out.
And she's reading. Signs. She's reading on her TV, like the little ticker bar, and it's like, the island is going to go underwater. Please hold your breath. Like, it is like, you will not survive. Like, you know, this is how we're like all the things she's saying. We're like, oh my gosh. And she's like, it's just going to wash your hotel. We were fine. And a friend of ours we have 2 families, 2 really good friends of ours that have been, one of our friends actually lived there for like 10 months. So they gave us crazy, crazy advice and list of things to do. But, anyway, she was like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all that, they have tsunami warnings all the time. We're like, oh, that's great. Thank you for that after the fact.
It was nothing though.
Yeah, it wasn't anything. I'm sure water rose in some areas and something like that. But I mean, nothing affected like the island as a whole. So it was really okay for us as visitors, you know.
So for traffic.
Traffic was crazy. Yeah. That was the day that we were on the other side of the island and we had to drive back.
We were actually at the North Shore.
Yeah. And we had to go to the other side of the island to get back to where Alani is. So that is that. So we talked about luggage. We talked about the flight. We did American. We talked about how you would, if you island hop.
American's a hub here.
Yeah, for us. So fly whomever, I guess, makes more sense for you. Let's talk about, we did talk about what we did in our luggage, but we packed, like, I didn't take a pocketbook except for like in my bag. So when I got to the island, I could like have like a purse, but I used a fanny pack. It's like a leather, cute little fanny pack. I don't know why you're freaking smirking because it was fantastic for me.
It was great.
All I needed was my credit cards, my ID, any cash, my insulin, and my phone, and sanitizer, like basic. Everything else was like in my bags, like for my suitcase. We also did TSA pre-check. Dang, I forgot to tell y'all that. Okay. Al and I do have passports. The boys do not. So for them, they just needed their, what did they need? Their driver's license. And then their
They
birth
didn't need anything.
certificate.
They never asked for it.
But they actually never even asked for it. So, but we did have a copy of their birth certificate with us. And Alan and I went, even all four of us, we do everything as a family. I don't know if y'all realize that. I'm like, if one of us goes, we all go. But we all went to a couple cities up and we did the TSA pre-check thing. And then that took like a week and a half and we got all that back. So doing TSA pre-check was fabulous for all of us except for me. So it was bad the first time just because when we went into Charlotte, I tell them, like, I wear that Dexcom. So if you're a diabetic or even a type 2, any type of like type 1, type 2, I'm a type 1. And I have been for almost 13 years. But I if y'all, Alan,
I'm not laughing at
his
you.
commentary is too much. What?
The sugar diabetes, but
Diabetes.
you just, everywhere we go is,
It's something happens.
well, it's kind of an announcement too.
Well, it has to be. So we get through, let me tell y'all about TSA PreCheck. There's TSA PreCheck and there's TSA PreCheck Clear. Clear is literally like they've scanned your face, or something. So the difference, there is a big difference when you're traveling international or large airports. For this travel, TSA PreCheck was fine. We didn't need Clear, but if you want to do Clear, it's no big deal. But for us, we didn't need it. So we didn't, but we can upgrade now. Like we can go online and get Clear in 2 clicks and it's nothing. She says it's easier to get oh my gosh, now I can't even say it. It's easy to get pre-check and then upgrade to Clear later. If you know what I mean? Instead of trying to do Clear up front because it takes a little bit longer. I say all that because you don't have to take off your shoes. I don't even think you take off your shoes now for regular
Shoes you don't,
check.
but you don't have to do your belt. You don't have to pull out your computer.
And Alan's whole thing was the boys have new computers, and we really got them for school, but they can like do shows and things like that through ClearPlay because you have to have a computer for that. And if you don't know what ClearPlay is, you guys, it's everything. Get ClearPlay for your family, but you have to watch it through a laptop, but then you also can do a cord and hook it up to your TV, whatever. That's a whole nother episode. Why am I even saying this? Oh my gosh. Okay. Metal detectors, going through the detector. So I have this monitor on my stomach that checks my blood sugar. It's not a pump. It just checks my blood sugar because I give myself injections every day. But, I told them to, I think I forgot to tell them. So I go through it and it goes ding, ding, ding. And I was like, oh my gosh, crap. And I was like, I have this monitor on my stomach. And she was like, oh, okay, go out. You got to go through this other machine. She's like, take your shoes off. I had to take everything off. And I was like, barefoot? And she was like, yep, barefoot. I had on my bare feet on this. And I was like, do y'all know how gross your floor is? And she just looked at me like, yep. And she just watched me take my shoes off. I didn't have to I don't even know why she made me. I have zero clue because I wore my shoes in every other machine. I think she was just being a jerk.
I mean, you should have just showed them what you had and they could have wanted you.
I did. I told her. I was like, it's right here on my stomach. Anyways, if you have anything on your body, please tell them. I went through it thinking, not thinking. I thought, oh, I have pre-check. They know I'm a legit person. Nothing's going to happen to me. No. Anyways, that was horrible. So, but get pre-check because that was great. The lines are super duper short and there's not as much hustle and bustle.
Yeah, we'd have missed our flight.
Yeah. So that was great. How much does that cost? I felt like it was like $100 a person.
No, it was like 60 or 70, I think.
A person to do that? And we just had to do it, not the kids.
Yeah.
Because they're under 18 or 15.
I don't know that part of it. But
They're under like a certain age. They don't have to do it or whatever. So that was great. Okay, what else do we need to talk about that is important? Food. I want to talk about food on the island. Mm-hmm. The only recommendation of not doing, I have one. Can you guess what it is? A food? Monkey pod.
I mean, everybody, come to find out it's a chain restaurant between the islands, I guess, but
Yeah.
it was not all. We had better food there elsewhere. I won't say I wouldn't suggest Monkey Pod, but we ate there was not that good.
Yeah, I mean, I was like,
compared
I felt
to the other.
Yeah, I felt like it was like a chain, like even back at home. I'm sure you can go and you're like, this is my meal there. I love it. Great. Go try it. I just wouldn't go like 100%. We have to experience it. If you miss it, you miss it. It's not a big deal. But in Oahu, there were 2 breakfast places. We ate at one time and one 3 different times. And the first one was, what was the name of that one across the road from the resort? Dang it. Let me find it. But the other one was Egghead. We ate there in Oahu when we left, and it was delicious. I mean, it was just great. The whole experience, the vibe was there. They have like a little retail shop beside of them. That was really good. So if you want a breakfast place, that was also, what part of the island was that people were like, it's kind of Waikiki, I think is where that one was. Egghead. Is that correct, Alan? But anyways, it was very delicious. And a friend of ours actually, when they went, they bought coffee from that place for me and brought it back. And I loved it. And I was like, oh, we definitely have to go there. And that was on their list.
Eggs and things.
Okay. And the other one we ate at 3 different times, and it was called Eggs and Things. And it was so good. I mean, like, their fish was very fresh. Like, their meals were just like, you can't go anywhere else and get that type of breakfast. It was like, it was a really cool blend of food. But then, like, their waffles, the kids loved it because they had, like, Nutella and, like, the fancy things on top. And it was really cool. But it's a really small place. Both of them are not large and huge. They're just, like, they're super cute little quaint spots. So go to those 2 spots for breakfast. And get what are the donuts called again? Don't look at me like I'm supposed to just like guess. It's not a game. You don't remember?
I don't remember. Don't look at me like you want the same thing.
Yeah, you just looked it up. You have to try those donuts.
Mala something.
Malasala?
There you go. Sounds right.
Malasala.
Malasadas, I think.
Malasadas. Try those donuts. So that's already 2 breakfast spots you got to try in the donuts. Malasadas, and we had it at our resort, so I couldn't tell you where to go, but you can look them up.
To a bakery that they say that's the bakery you go get them from.
That bakery provides them for that hotel. Yes.
For Disney.
So look that up in Oahu. And then for food, if you're trying to find really cool lunch spots, go to the food trucks. Anywhere you pass a food truck, stop, try it. So every food truck we went to, we loved. But also go to the North Shore. There's a spot there, and this guy, he used to live, I think, on the East Coast, I think he said. But he now is in Oahu, and he has like a couple food trucks and like a dessert thing. Like, they always have shaved ice. They have their whip as their ice cream. They have like some type of fish combination. They have plates. Like, it's just like a cool shrimp is garlic, everywhere.
Spicy.
Yeah.
And spicy.
Yeah. I mean, they just had really good food. There's wild chickens everywhere, which wasn't weird for us because we're used to chickens here in North Carolina, but depending on where you're from, and the signs were like, don't feed the chickens. The kids were throwing food to the chickens.
Yeah,
so
all the shrimp shells.
Yeah. And they were like, yeah, please do not feed our chickens. So food trucks, go to the North Shore, which is like a whole strip of a ton of beaches. And the beaches in Oahu are really just like, it is straight, pure, beautiful sand right to the water. The water in Hawaii, I would say, is a little bit cooler. You would think like, oh, it's going to be hot here. Depends on the time of year you go, I'm assuming. But for us, when we went this summer in August, it was really the end of July, August that we were there. But it was a little bit cooler, but it was nice. You know, if it was a hot, sunny day, the water was perfect. But if it was like overcast and a little bit cooler, then it was like ice cold water. It was weird. But yeah, we just drove. Renting a car, I think we went back and forth about should we rent a car or should we just get somebody to take us to the resort. 10 out of 10, get a car. Get a vehicle. You don't want to be stuck in one spot. You want to see and experience the island.
Well, apparently, I mean, Ubers are expensive.
Well, for sure. They're expensive here too. But we rented a Jeep.
I think everybody rents a Jeep.
They do. But we got a Jeep, and we got kind of like a newer year Jeep, I guess, because it had like, as long as, I think most rental cars are like this, but it had the USB so you could charge everything, your phone connected to it. So like your map would connect immediately to the screen, and it would like tell you directions. But make sure you do have extra chargers, because wherever you are, you do want to make sure your phone. I also, if you're just using your camera for footage and videos and all that, it will eat up your phone. So I had my extra camera. So just make sure your camera roll has enough storage space if you're just using your phone, because I feel like everywhere you go, you're just going to be constantly taking pictures and things. It was just, you were like, oh my gosh, the ocean. Oh my gosh, surfers are in the water. Oh my gosh, take a picture of this. Like, it was weird too, because Alan loves the mountains, and I prefer, if I had a choice, it would be the beach. I would rather be on the beach, see the beach, ocean, all that type of stuff. I think it's really my vibe, calming. So you got the best of both worlds. There was the beach, the ocean, and the mountains, all in the same thing. So we kept saying, we're moving here. We're coming back. Yeah.
Until we saw the prices.
Until we checked out and we were like, okay. No, we will go back though. It was really nice. All right, what else do we need to cover? So that was food. Ooh, okay, there's a food place in Maui, and it was Harborside Chop House. Delicious. It was like an inside-outside restaurant. Our waiter, don't remember his name, but our waiter, his daughter also worked there. I think she was the hostess, but they used to live... Where did he say? I feel like everybody was like, they used to live on the East Coast. I feel like so many people said, oh, we used to live in Charleston. I used to live in Florida.
You said.
Like, I just feel like people were like from the East
He was
Coast.
on the West Coast.
Was he? I don't remember. Anyways, he followed, I think, his girlfriend, and they got married.
And then they moved up.
Maybe that's what it was. So something like that. But him and his wife have just stayed there and planted roots there and raised their family there. But anyways, he used to be a chef. And so if you go to that restaurant, and I guess anybody's talking to you and they've been a chef, I don't know, maybe other people have been chefs there, I don't know. But he gave us a physical list. If you DM me on Instagram or Facebook or something like that, I will send you the physical list. I have an image of it that he gave me recommendations for Maui, and it was the best list because we followed it to a T, and it helped us a lot when we did the road to Hana. But he gave us really great suggestions. So go to that restaurant, and I would say it was kind of expensive. But it was worth it. It was really good. It was expensive. It was like over $200, I think, to eat there. It was high, but it was very, very, very good. It was almost like, what do you call it, tapas? Like when you share plates. I don't
know if it was tapas.
Well, he said that he was like, if you order this and this and this, it's shareable. And he said like,
I think it's kind of a la carte.
Okay. And then
so you ordered everything, like your sides were shareable.
Yes. And then your meal was your meal.
A la carte, yeah.
And it was great. Alan and I are not heavy drinkers, so I had one cocktail the whole time that we were out of town. And honestly, it was a free cocktail. I think I had like a free thing at the hotel or something, but I had like sugar-free Red Bull and vodka, and that was it. It spikes my sugar too much. It's not worth it. I think you maybe had one or two cocktails. You didn't even have any.
Mai Tais
Yeah, Mai Tais.
What is it called? At the luau.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I would say if you drink a lot of alcohol and drinks like that, it would be more expensive. But for us, we just literally ordered food and that's it. So, I don't know what that would look like if you were drinking a bunch. And
we were traveling with our kids too.
Yeah, but I'm just not a heavy drinker because it's all about my blood sugar these days. I'm like, it's not worth it, for me to be having high blood sugars. Okay, so those are things that we would recommend for food. In Maui, we did not do a food truck, but we did. They had a a market set up. We could not go to the one in Oahu, which I was very disappointed, but the day we traveled out was the day we wanted to go there. So make sure you Google it and look up the days they're open. They were only open like 4 days a week.
They were closed the day we were leaving.
They were closed Friday. And I was like, dang it, because we were going to go that morning. Everyone says how great that market is. So please go to that one. I can't wait to go back for that. But for that very reason, for the market. But in Maui, it just so happened that we were driving out and we passed a market. So we stopped and we got necklaces, and Maddox got some sunglasses. They had really cool things and handmade things. And there was a lot that I got a handmade hat, like a sun hat. It was really pretty. So I'll wear that a lot. It was cool. It was cool. They had like food stuff, like a coconut, fresh coconut. Cruze enjoyed, kind of. Maddox really enjoyed it at the end. That's all Cruze wanted to do. I'm surprised he didn't mention that, but he wanted to climb a coconut tree and get a coconut the whole time.
And then a pineapple. He had a whole
fun. Cruze ordered a lot of mocktails because he had little. Yeah, he was the one that he was like, I want this fun drink and this fun drink.
Pineapple was that big.
Yeah, he had a huge pineapple drink. So that was Traveling Airlines where we stayed. Okay, the tower in the Westin was the M floor, which was called the mezzanine floor. They covered breakfast. So nowhere in Hawaii has all-inclusive. Nowhere. But at this Westin, there are 5 Westins in Maui. So the one we stayed at, when you pull in, I can't tell you. Oh, it was in Ka'anapali. Is the Westin we stayed at. But there might be a lot in Ka'anapali. I don't know. But the one, when you pull up, there's a huge tree and lights. That's the only thing I can tell you. You can look it up online. I have that on our YouTube channel. But there's a tower and they have wristbands. And the wristbands determine can you go to the M floor based on the color. So, and the wristbands got you into your room, but they covered breakfast was a buffet, dinner was a buffet, middle of the day. Well, they always had snacks like tea, water, coffee, hot chocolate or whatever. But then snacks were in the afternoon.
Hot chocolate.
They did. They had the packets for hot chocolate the boys made. And then really, like if you went to the spa, you could have like your own little spa room. The balcony, like everything was just really nice, and everybody was.
Adult pool up there, but the kids couldn't get in it.
Yeah, an adult pool, like sitting. It's not like you're splashing around, like you're sitting and chilling in the pool. That, you guys, was the best. We were like the M floor. What? People, a woman that was staying there, she was like, everybody wants y'all's colored wristbands. Like you have to think this whole tower could experience our floor. Like there was a lot of people there. But we met someone, and so kind. This woman's name was Nikki, and I met her and her family, and we hung out with them our very last day. But she said, I didn't know about this tower. I didn't know about the M floor. I would have gotten us that. I guess it just wasn't available. So I don't know how Tamika booked it for us, but we didn't know until we got there. And then we had $100 credit every day when we were there as well, which was amazing because the $100 credit went towards food, spa, fun activities for the kids, like renting anything that they wanted to rent for the water or like for the pool or the beach. It went towards that. The snack bar, the retail stores. I mean, Alan got sunglasses one day. The boys got boogie boards, and we did food and whatever. I mean, we just had the credit. So at the end of our stay, they took that off the bill. Like they didn't bill us, but it's like, it was like a wash. That was cool.
Pearl Harbor.
Be prepared. Tell us about that. Such a great time. Tell us.
Well, I would have stayed all day, but a 9-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a 39-year-old child that has no interest in history. But yes, you need to go all day. We didn't know it was going to take, or would have taken 6 hours to see everything.
And they charge you for everything, every single thing.
Yes, $100 an adult and $50 a child.
For everything.
If you did everything.
No.
I said if you did everything.
$100 each, I thought.
It was, I just said it, $100 an adult, $50 a child.
Oh, I thought it was more than, I thought it was like $100 each thing you did.
No. That was to do everything.
Oh, so we could have paid $400 and something and still did all that.
We would have paid $300.
Oh, I thought it was for each thing. Oh, but stuff was sold out. No, that thing that y'all wanted to walk over was sold out.
It was not sold out. It was the tours. But it was going to take us 6 hours to complete everything.
Oh, okay, whatever.
That was the problem.
That was a whole day.
But we didn't do their whole day.
Snooze fest.
Yeah, snooze fest. For all the guys who died so we could be free, yeah.
No, Alan, literally, really? That is so rude.
I know. That's why I said something.
It is great. It is awesome, and I love it for that.
Mm-hmm. But yes.
So we went in the submarine.
So when we go back, I'm going to drop you off at the market.
Okay.
And I'm going to go see all of Pearl Harbor.
Okay, great.
2035 in my wheelchair.
Okay. You're going to be in a wheelchair in 35?
I hope not.
Oh my gosh, so dramatic. Hope not either. Okay, so do it, but don't take your bag in. No. It can only be as big as a wallet. Just telling you, leave it in the car. Don't take it.
It was all over their website.
Yeah, I had my fanny pack, and I was like, my fanny pack is fine. They were like, take it. Nope.
So where you got your pearls?
Oh, they got me. Yeah. So we did, which I actually now connected it the other day. Pearl and Pearl Harbor.
Oh.
Why am I so slow?
I don't think you're slow.
I just wasn't thinking.
Just a month after we got back, you finally figured it out.
I was like, interesting. We got off the submarine, and they were like, do you want your picture? Because that we had taken before we got on. And I was like, sure. It was like $25. He was like, okay, because you bought it, you can go open up an oyster, and they have pearls or whatever, and do that for free. And I was like, cool, great, let's do it. I would love that. And so we went, and then the woman, I have the whole thing on my video, but basically we got the pearls for free, and I had double pearls. So I had twin pearls. So she was like, ooh, I can make you earrings. And I was like, yes, love it. So the whole time she's like, for free. And I'm thinking, I'm going to get these earrings for free. I mean, amazing. Yes, I paid $25 for the picture for this. Great, let's do it. No, it was going to be like $700 for the earrings that I picked out for her to like stud them or whatever, like the diamond that was in them. Or just the regular studded ones were like $2 something. I kept asking her, and I was like, what did you just say? I was like, I kept thinking in my head, am I dreaming this? Like, what just happened? I'm getting like played right now. I was like, no, I'll just take the pearls. I'm done. It's fine. I'll glue them to something. No big deal. I just don't want to be tricked into something. I don't like that. I just want her to say the pearls are free, but I can make them into earrings for a cost. I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, tell me what they are going to cost. She showed us
the cost right away.
Not right away. It was after. She was like, ooh, these, your boys pick which ones you want. Like all this stuff. So I kept thinking, it's going to be free.
You do that accent again.
I just don't like, I don't mind paying for something, but don't con me. Like, don't make me feel like.
I wouldn't have paid that much there no matter what.
I know that, but I mean, don't make me feel like it's a free thing when there is going to be a price tag to it. Like, say, oh, the pearls are free, but hey, I can make them into earrings. There's just a price to that. And I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, show me the prices. Cool. And whatever. I was like, girl. And then Maddox at the end, it was so funny because I had it all captured on a video, and he was like, didn't she say they were free? I was like, she did. It's fine.
To drill them, yeah, to put the holes.
Oh my gosh, too much. Anyways, beware of that. They were in the airport too. The same like company was in the airport too. I did notice when we left. So you can get pearls anywhere. What other things, you guys? Oh, let's talk about the surf lessons really quick. I'll sum it up for you as quick as I can. The weather there was very windy. So we had it booked for one day. This was in Maui. They pushed it out 2 to 3 more days, accommodating everyone's schedule. So when we get there, the people that we booked with was a group. It was like 7 to 8 people. There were 2 teenage kids. There was a man that ran the company. We talked to him a couple times on the phone or a text. And they gave us rash guard shirts. And some people had sandals, some didn't. The the surfboards were like properly used. You know, they weren't like brand spanking new. And we get there, and this surf guy's giving us instructions, and this woman beside me, you're me, I'm her. Okay, you ready, Alan? You ready? You're me. You're me. You act as me. So she said, wow. She's like, excuse me, I got here first. This surfboard is like wrapped. Can I get another one?
She has to pick the best one.
Yeah. Alan's not me.
Do you.
Yeah, he's not going to do me. And this guy, he is like 16. He may have been 18 or 20, y'all. I don't know, but he's younger than me. He looks like a baby. He was like, he was so confused. He was like, no, that's just what we have. And she was like, can I come back for another time? Because like I was here first. I need the best. I'm going to come back. And he was like, I don't have another time for you to come back for lessons. Like, this is the only time we have. And then like she was rolling her eyes. I was like, is she really like saying right now her board is not good enough and does not want to do these lessons because her board? And I looked at her and I was like, I'll take your board. I don't care. Like, it doesn't bother me. So I switched places with her. And so now she's in between me and the kids. And so she just kind of has an attitude. So he's given us all these instructions. It is a consultation. It's not a lesson. There's no surf lessons. It's a surf consultation. So he tells us everything to do. Then she says, we get out, like we pull our boards to the water. She's over there asking, do they have someone on staff to take her pictures? I'm like, oh my gosh, this is insane. This cannot be real life. And she's by herself. I'm like, bring somebody with you. You then pay for solo instructions. Don't pay for group. So what we thought was going to happen was, honestly, I thought there would be an instructor, but I'm thinking we're in the water. Yes, I understand the water's moving, but I thought we would really be somewhat close to each other in a group. And then he's like, okay, now you go. And then boom, you just catch a wave. No, you go out in the water and the waves are crashing. And he says in the beginning, there's a safe zone and there's a not safe zone. That is where the waves are crashing or whatever you want to call it. Breaking. This is the break and this is a safe zone. Stay in the safe zone. Only go to the break when you're trying to catch a wave. But there's also a current. Okay, people, there's a current. So the current's taking you to the break. Nope, wrong space to be. Go back. You have to use your arms. Now your arms feel like they're going to fall off. And then you're paddling so hard, you go way too far out and he's yelling at you to come back. So now you're struggling to stay in the safe zone. And now you have your two children, and there's also another child out there that is Maddox's age. And I was like, where are your parents? And he's like, they're on the beach. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's 3 kids out here. And I don't even know what the crap I'm doing. And I feel like, are these like teenagers helping us? Like, it was really overwhelming, and everybody's everywhere. There's other surf lessons going on. And then there is a young kid out there, and he's having surf lessons. And guess who he has with him? An instructor the whole entire time. And I'm like, well, why didn't we get that? And we're thinking, oh my gosh, this is terrible. So me and Maddox, we're on the beach, right? We get into the water. It's breaking. Cruze's surfboard comes off the strap, completely off his board. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So the guy's like, I'll fix it. I'll tie it. So he takes it. Alan's up there with him. Alan's thinking in his head, this strap that just broke is supposed to be saving my child's life out there in this ocean. So Alan's not in the water. He didn't want to do it. So I think it was kind of great that he was on the beach, because if something was going down, he could get in.
Yes, because I'm an Olympic swimmer. And I could get out there quick enough.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And so the surf guy was supposed to be coming out with Cruze. Well, he didn't, because Girly on the beach is like, can someone take my picture? Like a little snob. Like, go get your whole entourage. Where are they at? Go get your people.
Because she was looking at me.
Yeah, Alan walked the other direction. He's like, if she dare ask me, I'm going to leave or throw my camera in her face. So
not her face. I was going to throw mine in the water. So
throw our camera in the water? Okay. And so Cruze ends up going out. Well, this guy's not with him. Cruze is by himself. Every wave takes him down. When you're a surfer, you know how to take your board under the break so you're not getting attacked by the ocean. Well, Cruze was getting attacked. So was me and Maddox. So we made it out. Cruze is behind us. Poor thing. He never gave up. Alan saw the whole thing. I did not. I literally am like, when I think about it after the fact, and even that evening and that afternoon, like my heart hurts because I'm thinking we all could have literally lost our lives. Like, I'm not even playing, y'all. We really could have. It was really rough. And so we had an hour to stay out there. We stayed 10 minutes. So Maddox and I are out there. Maddox is yelling at me meanwhile because I am holding his board to help him, and I'm apparently taking him to the break, and he is scared and mad. So he catches 2 waves. The first one, and then he comes back out. He catches another one. He's done. Cruze only catches 1. He goes back to Alan. But the whole time he's falling off the board. You're going under the waves. You have no control. You don't know what you're doing. You look like a baby that was just born and you're drowning. Like, it's a lot. And then the guy finally is like yelling at me to come. And I'm thinking, where's Cruze? Where's Cruze? I saw Maddox on the beach and I didn't see Cruze. And then finally we did see Cruze finally make it. But the whole time we're waiting there in the water. Where's Cruze? Where's Cruze? And then we're finally like, oh, he's on the beach. He's on the beach. And I'm like, okay. Meanwhile, while we're sitting there, we're going towards the break. So we're floating in the break. And then he sees the break coming, this huge wave. And I'm facing the beach. And he says, hold on. And there went everything. That was my last. I came up from that and I was choking on water. I was just like coughing it out. He looks at me. I probably have snot coming out of my nose. And he was like, are you okay? I was like, no. Can you take me back? And he was like, no, I can't. You got to catch a wave. And I was like, great. So I just felt defeated. My hair tie came off. It was just like, get me to my children. I just want you to know, parents, if you do surf lessons, get an instructor, do solo, do one-on-one only, have life jackets, and that is my recommendation. We went with no life jackets. We had a group, and I have a 9 and a 11-year-old out there with me as a parent that I'm not with them the whole time because the water is taking us in different directions. So I do not surf back. I kneeboard back on my board because I think I want to make it to the beach. I don't want to fall and then get attacked by the water again. So I'm not Moana. I cannot jump back on the boat. I'm done. So I make it back. And all I remember him saying, I should have just stayed on my knees. I don't know why, but I heard his voice in my head. He was like, when you get close to the beach, just jump off your board. Just get off your board because it'll knock you off. And I was like, I don't want to be knocked off. No, I don't want to be knocked off. I just want to fall off. So I fell off. I tumbled. I looked like a washed up whale. It was fantastic. I had sand in all the crevices that I had to go back to my room and rinse off completely, and I changed. So it was just crazy. It was very traumatizing for all 4 of us in different ways. And we all said we will not do it again. And we said, we're done. Alan said, best money spent. Best money spent. Great. Let's go back to the pool. So that was that. I will also say in Maui, the wind was so heavy when we went, it felt like needles sticking to our skin. The wind or the sand? The wind was so heavy that the sand was hitting us and it felt like needles. Alan and I had we couldn't lay out at that beach. We had to literally have a shield of a towel to block. And the boys were having the best time in the ocean. But you didn't get that at Oahu because we were cut in. Yeah, Oahu was just fabulous. The way the Disney did it. Yeah. No, but any beach that we went to, it was great. Every beach that we went to in Oahu, I never felt that. The sand also felt different. Felt more soft. Not as rough. Anyways, Ahana, road to Hana. Take it, do it. But I would take Dramamine if you get car sick at all because coming down, you're not stopping. You're going down. So remember, when you go up maybe half a mile and you stop. You go up another half mile, you stop. You go up half, you know what I mean? You just go, and you're stopping. You're looking out the window. You're stopping on the side of the road. Like, but it's very narrow road straight up. It's fantastic. Stop at all the places, get banana bread. It's not the best, but everybody's like, you've got to get it. Get the banana bread. And we actually didn't know if the road ended. It did say, Hana, like you made it, but the road kept going.
Yeah, it goes all the way. It went the rest of the way around
the island. Yeah, so we weren't really sure. Was it like, welcome to Hana? We never saw a sign like that. So it was just like, you're in Hana. So the road kind of ended, but definitely going up, you can see how you're supporting local businesses, and definitely is a big deal. But there was even a little store that had Band-Aids and different things like that. So that was good. I had an area that I needed a Band-Aid for.
We should have gone earlier.
We could have gone, yeah, because coming back down, we were like, we got to go. It's going to be dark. But coming back, Maddox and Cruze fell asleep, luckily, because they were like, oh, I'm going to be sick.
Well, everything was closing.
Yeah, everything was closing. Oh, you're right. Yeah. The places that we stopped at, places were closing. And coming back down, though, Dramamine for sure. I just kept my eyes closed. I didn't fall asleep.
Because Maddox was screaming his head off.
Yeah, and then he finally passed out. And then Alan was just like, speed demon down the mountain, get us out of here. So that was crazy. But we did stop at the falls, like Maddox had brought up about jumping off the waterfall. That was really cool. We did not do hikes. I don't hike. I don't want to hike. I'm not interested in a hike. I will walk a little bit, but I can't be doing a whole hike. But I have heard of a lot of people taking amazing hikes while they're there. So if that's what you're into, don't ask us. Go find somebody else and Google it. You'll find great hikes. But definitely was something cool to do. What else? We didn't do the pineapple little
Dole plantation.
Yeah, we didn't do that the Dole plantation just because none of us were interested in doing that. In Maui. That was that was in Oahu.
Was it in Maui?
It was in Maui.
I'm pretty sure.
No, because Krista was talking about Oahu. We went and she was like, you should do it when we passed it.
I thought we saw it on the way to Road to Hana.
I think we saw a lot of pineapple farms. It was amazing, though. You're going to go and you're going to think, I need to move here. Like, for sure. We loved it that much. But this was the end of the podcast. Anything else you want to wrap up with?
No.
We kept y'all for a minute. This was an hour and 40. Those are our recommendations. I hope this helps. You can watch the YouTube video as well. And yeah, I mean, it was just fantastic. But if you're planning a trip anywhere, not just Hawaii, but if you're going anywhere at all, use Sunny Travelers. I'm going to tell you exactly her handle, but her name is Tamika, and I will put her in the show notes. It was Oahu, was the Dole plantation. It is Sunny Day. Sunny Travelers or something like that. I don't know why I'm not able to pop it up right now. But anyways, I'm going to put her in Tamika, Sunny Day Travelers. She's great. And thank y'all for being here. If you have never...
It's not Sunny Day. It's the Sunny Travelers.
The Sunny Travelers. Thank you, Alan. The Sunny Travelers. That's probably why it wasn't popping up for me. The Sunny... Yeah, there it is. And she has like a yellow logo. It's like yellow with a little swirl. And yeah, anyways, she's fantastic.
Sunny Travelers and Sunny Isles.
Yeah. So she's fantastic. Contact her for any of your trips that you want to plan. Even if you feel like, oh my gosh, is it too last minute or whatever, or too in advance? It's not. Just contact her. She's fantastic. Maddox want to plan our Bahamas trip next. He's like, the water in the Bahamas. He loves Google Earth. He's like, look at the water. He's like, look at the airport. It looks dirty. He's like,
welcome to an island.
And so anyways, I'm excited. I do want to go to Greece. Isn't Greece where all the...
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it where all the...
When are we going to do all this?
Houses are up on like the hill? Isn't that Greece?
I think so.
Yeah, I want to go to Greece. Those are the two next places, Greece and the Bahamas. And then where do you want to go? Alan wants to do Alaska.
I just want to go to my camper. That's all I want to do. Stay in the 48
Stay in the 48
states. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Alan wants to go to like Montana and
Do all the national parks.
all the national parks. So that's Alan's thing, which we all four want to do. But I was saying I mean, Alaska is in the States. I know that. But like outside, I have been to the Bahamas before. It's beautiful. But Greece would be like my next thing. If we went somewhere, that would be really cool. So
You've been to the Bahamas?
you've been to the Bahamas with me. Are you okay? We took a cruise there.
Oh, we stopped there for like a second.
Oh my gosh.
We saw a market where we bought a baseball and turned around and got back on the boat. Thought you talking like we've been there. But
You're welcome. We had a great time. Was it fantastic?
it was.
Okay. All right. Thank you for being here, you guys. We'll see you in the next one.